This is the fourth video in the series on the multiplication that we promised. We have covered 1 to 9, and this will take us through 10, 11, and 12. We're going to discuss the pattern like we have done in the previous 3 videos, talking about the number operation as it affects addition, subtraction, and division. And we want you to pay attention to the pattern that form alongside. We encourage you just to get a notebook and a pen to practice along as we play around with this number. And please feel free to pause the video at any time so that you can understand any point of interest that really appeals to you. So with this, we want to start with 10. If you have not been able to memorize the multiplication table from 1 to 9, starting with 10 will be a bonus point for you. And let me prove the point here. Look at the pattern that exists from 1 to 12 and look at the answer on the right hand side. It's as if we write numbers 1 to 12 and then just put 0 at the back of each of them. And we have 10 times 1 to 10 times 12. So let's really walk into it. 10 times 1 means 10 in one place. And 10 times 2 means 10 in 2 places. That is 10 plus 10. And 10 times 3 means 10 in 3 places. That is 30. And that is 10 plus 10 plus 10 in 3 places. So if we continue down the path, 10 in 9 places is 90. We're just adding all the numbers in incremental of 10 to be able to get to the next one. And if you look at 10 times 12 is 120. If we come into the middle, you can see how we're able to see how the tens really increases just along the line. And we can actually work our subtraction into this. So take for example 10 times 12. So that means 10 in 12 places. Say we take 2 tens away and we're left with 10 in 10 places. It's as if we are saying 120 minus 20, and it's going to give us 100. If we say 10 in 9 places is 90 and we take 1 away, that means 10 in 8 places. That gives us 80. That is 90 minus 10. So you can see going back and moving forward, if we go step back, we subtract, and if we go forward, we add. And on the right hand side, you can see how the 0 cancel out. 20 divided by 10 will give us 2. 30 divided by 10 will give us 3. 40 divided by 10 will give us 4, and 50 divided by 10 will give us 5. On and on down till 12. And if you continue to increase the number along the 0 path, you'll be able to see that it will give you the exact accurate number when you eliminate the 0. So you can really play around with 10 to give yourself a pat on the back that you have really mastered out of the 12 tables, one with no need to memorize anything. I have another surprise for you as we go to 11. 11 is just exactly similar to 10. And look at the number pattern. We double all the digits in this instance. And that also makes it very easy for us to remember. Look at 11 times 1 is 11 in one place. 11 times 2 means 11 in 2 places. That is 11 plus 11, 22. So we can see 1 and 0 for 10, 1 and 1 for 11. And that is how we have the incremental of 11 plus 22, 11 plus 33, up till 11 plus 121 to give us 132. If we come on the right hand side to divide, 11 dividing 11 will give us 1. 22 dividing 11 will give us 2. 33 dividing 11 will give us 3. And if we come down, 121 dividing 11 will give us 11. So that means 11 in 11 places will give us 121. So that really helps us to really understand how the number pattern lays out. So by the time you pause this video, you can actually write 10 times 1 to 10 times 12, and you will not be mistaken based on the pattern. And also you can do the same thing for 11 times 1 till 11 times 12, and you will do just fine. So you can pause the video now, and let's continue on the other side. How did you do? Very good. So let's move on to the next one now, which is a number 12. This will be our last number that we are considering in the series for the 4th video before we go into series of exercises. So looking at 12, we are trying to replicate 12 along the line, saying 12 in one place is 12 and 12 in two places is 24 when we had 12 together twice, and 12 in three places will give us 36 when we had 12 times in three places. So all this multiplication with individual numbers help us to understand how 12 increases over time, and the table in the middle help us to see what we really added together to give us 24, 36, 48, 60, 72, 84, 96, 108, 120, 132, and 144. And we can work subtraction into it. So 12 in 12 places will give us 144. If we take 112 away, it becomes 12 in 11 places, and that will be 132. If we come to a 12 in 11 places giving us 132, and we take 2 12 away, that is like taking 24 away, it's going to give us a 108, because we just have to take 2 12 away and it go back 2 steps backward. So playing around with the number this way helps us to be able to see how the pattern really build up, and you can notice the same thing on the division side. So we encourage you to play with these tables, and gradually we'll be bringing all of them together. At this point, we have covered from 1 to 12, and you can see that the number pattern is very easy. It experiences incremental of the number we are multiplying for 1 up till 12. So multiplication helps us to add more numbers very quickly. Addition helps us to see what was added together, and understanding multiplication helps improve our memory, because we can take a bigger number, multiply them, and get to the right answer very quickly. And we're rest assured it's going to help in building and boosting your memory. So what do we have after these 4 videos? We are going to start practicing how to build all of them in one place to really put to test what we have been discussing in this 4 video. And we recommend that please take time to understand the pattern and get a piece of paper and pen and write out without looking at the table you have built, and produce for 1 up till 12 on your own. And right now, in our next video, we are going to be talking about, firstly, this multiplication table. How can we really apply all that we have been talking about to build this table? So this will be a fun thing to watch. We hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much for watching this 4th series.